Lighting lights this time of year wells up from deep within the human experience. No doubt our most ancient ancestors kindled fires when the days grew shorter. And there are so many religious rituals and customs about light. Diwali and Hanukkah and our own Christian keeping of Advent, Christmas, and Epiphany are full of practices using candles and lights, from the menorah to Santa Lucia, to the Advent wreath, to candles during silent night on Christmas Eve. It is so deeply human and hopeful to light lights during these dark and cold days. As the old saying goes, it is better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. And in the long darkness of this year, it is something we can do, some sort of statement. A few summers ago, Sharon and I were on vacation in Maine. One day we got up in the wee hours and drove up Cadillac Mountain to be at the first place in North America where the light of sunrise appears. You have to go especially early because they only let so many people up there each day. But there we were with several hundred others waiting in the darkness, then the morning twilight, all looking east to see the first sliver of sunrise come up over the ocean. Most of us probably have had some significant sunrise experiences. The English priest and poet Malcolm Guite tells how a sunrise led him out of a bout with depression. He recalls this in one of his Advent poems. He was on a boat, and it was the first hint of light coming from the east, spilling on the water. He says that light was, in me, a beckoning. The smallest gleam is somehow a beginning and a calling. The smallest gleam is somehow a beginning and a calling. Christians used to face east when they prayed, turning toward where the light appears. We don't keep this so strictly anymore, but it lingers in the fact that we call whatever end of a church building the altar is in the east end, no matter what direction the compass says. So at the cathedral, the altar is actually in the south end of the building, but inside the church, it's the east end. It has a whole different compass. And when people in the cathedral are facing the altar within the church, they're facing east. We might think of Christians facing east as something like that group on Cadillac Mountain waiting for sunrise. It is human and hopeful and courageous to light one candle rather than curse the darkness. But sometimes we have to wait in the dark for the light that can only come to us as a gift. Christmas says that the light we wait for has come. Perhaps the smallest gleam, but light enough to be a beckoning, a beginning, a calling. The light of God's life and love made flesh in Jesus. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. Not then, not since, and not now.